Hey guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. Come on in. Happy Saturday. I hope that you're having a great day so far. Hope that it is a wonderful weather where you are. Let me know. I'm in Texas. It is a beautiful day here. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'd love to know what your weather is like. It's always fun to kind of compare. Some places are so cold, and we already have had a little chilly weather, but it's not bad at all. It's like warms up really beautifully during the day. So hello Barbara, glad you're here, my friend. You guys, this is part of an event for Crafty Creators Community, and if you will be sure and go up to the link in the description of this video, you'll be able to follow along inside that group to see each crafter back to back. You can, go to each individual page, but it's just so much easier to find them all there. We're also being streamed over into Craft Round the Clock, so you can also watch from that group. So glad that you guys are popping in. Hello, Sharon and Donna. Hello, Luana. Hi, Lisa. And Tana, good morning to you. Glad you guys are here. Hope you're having a good day. We're going to have a little fun. Hello, Tammy. Great. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really honored to be a part. Congratulations on your 10,000. That is so awesome, you guys. Congratulate Tammy. Be sure you're following her on her page as well. Tammy, if you'll drop that link in here, that would be fantastic. Hi, Jeanette, Backroom Creations. Glad you're here. Hello, Cheryl, M&C Treasures. Hi, Levada. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that so much. Hi, Michelle. You guys are awesome. Hi, Lydia. Is it chilly? So what temperature? You guys let me know. I want to know what temperature it is there. Thank you guys for being here. Cloudy in California, Barbara says. Hi, Sharon. Sorry if I missed you. Come on back through and say hi again because I might have missed you. It keeps popping me back down to the bottom. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Tanya from Northwest Arkansas. Thank you, Cynthia, for sprinkling. Okay, guys, so hopefully you guys can see pretty well. I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas tree using seashells. You guys, this can be a super inexpensive craft. You can go to the Dollar Tree even to get seashells. So even though it is fall and we're thinking of fall and Christmas, I think if you love the beach, if you have a beach house or a beach vacation, or you have a friend who loves the beach or lives near the beach, this would be a great gift. So we're gonna do a little Christmas tree out of our seashells. And if time allows, we'll even embellish it more. We're just gonna kind of see, we have an hour, so we should have lots of time. Hello, Lori, how are you this morning? And I know Lori loves the beach. She lives in Florida. It's 76, ooh, see, 76 and sunny is my perfect weather. Oh, Geraldine, where is this? Oh, Montana, 43 in Montana. Levada says almost 70. Oh, you guys, up to 60 for Michelle. See, I just love this weather. Oh, good, Debbie. I'm so glad. Okay, guys, and listen, as you're watching this, think outside the box. That's what I had to do. So you know that I love painting, and I love showing you guys how to paint easy, designs that anyone can do. So Christmas trees are also important to me. I'm making bunches of glass trees, as you can see up above me there. But this had me stretched because, I wanted to stay true to Art and Grace, but yet do something outside the box. I never do beachy Christmas things at all. And I see them a lot, and I know there's the link, guys, right here to the group. So you just click on that Crafty Creators Community. You'll be able to watch each one back to back if you'd like to. Good morning, Jerry. Thank you for sprinkling me to your group. I know you will. You're such a doll. And if you're not following Jerry's group, Crafting with Mama Jerry, I believe it is, Jerry, come in here as your group name or put it so that we can follow you because she is getting so close to 1,000. Okay, I'm going to kind of get started, guys. What I've got here is a wood panel. It's like 6 by 12, And you can use this for all kind of things. So you can paint on it, of course, either way. You can use it as a box or a tray. So picture this with some feet on it or a candlestick or something under it. Just think outside the box when you see things that we teach. You can do lots of things with it. You could make your tree inside this box, but we're going to paint outside the box. Get it? Get the little pun? Pun intended? Oh, Lydia, 15 feels like 14. Oh, wow. I knew you would, Jerry. You're amazing. Thank you. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for the stars, my friend. Oh, Linda Sue. We love you. I'm glad you're here. Guys, if you're hurting, if you've been through something hard, I think we're all learning from the example of Beth and Randy. Have faith, guys. It hurts and it's hard, but you're going to get through it. And being with your friends, being around people who lift you up, that's so important. So I'm glad you're here. If you're having a hard time, you came to the right place. We're going to try to lift your spirits today. Good afternoon, Connie. Yes, there. Create with Mama Jerry. If you guys will give her a follow, let me know if you did. I love to send happy mail, and I love to see you guys supporting our friends who are trying to grow. So thank you guys for doing that. I'm going to go in with some beachy colors. Thank you for the little hearts. This is Green Lagoon. And I'm going to, oh, what I wanted to tell you, I've already sealed this with a multi-purpose sealer. I don't think I have it on my desk, but it's Deco Art multi-purpose sealer. And that, I put 2 coats on here, so that seals the wood. So I've got a nice smooth surface and my paint won't go down into my wood. So anytime you paint on wood or metal or anything for that matter, you can put that sealer down and it definitely helps give you a really nice coverage. And then we're going to get out some white. Thank you, Luanna, for sprinkling. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, Debbie, for the prayers. I know my friend Linda Sue needs them. She had a great loss recently and it is so hard. And we know, friends, with holidays coming up, sometimes it's even harder on people. So please don't forget to check on them often. You know, send them a little note, send them a card, all those sweet things you can do to lift people up. And sometimes just commenting and you know, just letting them know that you care is so helpful. So I'm putting a lot of white and some of that Laguna on here, and we're just going to get started getting this background painted. And I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing here, just getting them on here, but kind of leaving it streaky. And this gives me kind of a nice beach look. So I'm just going to do this whole thing back and forth like this. We'll go over it probably a second time. So this is really kind of my base coat is what I'm calling it. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Mary. I know lots of us follow Miss Mama G, and she is so good to all of us creatives. She loves to help us as well, so we want to help her. And you know, she's constantly sharing us into her group, and she helps us grow, and we want to help her grow. Okay, guys, so you see how easy this is to get this pretty kind of, it's almost, you could easily do the ombre look with this. So this, when I do something, it's to give you an idea and inspire you, and you can totally run with it and do your own thing. So you may look at this and just have a great idea. Ombre would be really pretty to do. In fact, we could do that on this one since I already did the other one the way I'm doing it now. So maybe we'll do that. So just getting all the sides coated. I did use that sealer on even the sides, so that definitely helps. And all I'm doing is just kind of working it in where the sides are coming up there. So let's see, can y'all see that? Already has a beachy look and a beachy vibe, doesn't it? So if we're gonna do ombre, we're gonna start with our lightest color at the top. I'm just gonna come in here with some white and put that up here and get more of a light background. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I love that. I love, you know, you're painting, you look up and see them. Thank you, Jane. It's so easy, guys. Good, Cheryl. Beautiful in Louisiana. Thank you, Mary, I'm glad that you guys are having good weather. Doesn't that kind of make, I don't know, after a really hard week, it just kind of makes it, you know, beautiful sun and some nice, get outside, even if you just sit on your back porch. I think nature is healing, and being outside and seeing some birds and maybe kids play, who knows, you know. So I'm just going to kind of try to lighten this top part up a little bit, but I like to keep my streaks in here. We can still go back and add more, but I'm just lightening that up. And then I'm going to mix my aqua color, my Laguna color with my white, kind of get a medium shade going down here in the middle. And I'm trying to add lightly. I don't want to get it too dark, you know, too quick. I want to save that dark part for the bottom. But you just kind of keep working it until you like the look of it. And then lots of the aqua here down, the Laguna color down here at the bottom to give that the darkest of the three sections. And I just did about a third on each section. Let's see, how's that looking? Does that look pretty? I think the middle could be a little darker. It's hard because I don't want to get it too dark. And it can happen fast, but just kind of, let's see, how's that looking? It is easy, Jane. It takes a little practice, but having that base coat on this wood helps a lot because your paint just glides so smoothly. So if you're having a hard time, you might be, if you're using mixed media paper, you know, your brush kind of drags because it's very dry, but painting on a canvas or on wood that's sealed really helps it go smoothly. So sometimes it's the surface, sometimes it's the brushes and all that. Barbara, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Good, Christy. Are you still working outside? How's your yard and backyard and everything coming? Yes. Oh, Lita, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. Your children are grown. They are, but I know they think of you every day. I mean, you love your mama and you think of her every day. So just because they're busy and in the throes of their busy lives doesn't mean they're not thinking of you. Thank you, Roberta. I'm enjoying making these trees and I've sold some, which is wonderful. I haven't even had time to list them on my website. So the base coat, now the sealer is DecoArt multi-purpose sealer. And then I went in with green lagoon and white for my background. So let's get this dry. And if you're new to painting, I always take a paper towel and wipe my paint off in that paper towel. And let me just show you how much you get a lot of paint off, and that way your water stays cleaner, because you know how water gets really murky. And as you're painting with black or whatever, it's really important to do that because you need clean water to clean out your brushes and start painting again. Thank you, Teresa, for sprinkling. I appreciate you. One day at a time. That is, and 1 hour at a time sometimes. You know, you just keep on going. Prayer and support of friends or church family or us, you know, we're here for you. Many of the creators, and I know you guys have seen that this week, love people. We want to be here for people. And so if you don't have anybody in your everyday life who's loving you or you're not feeling the love, get on here and visit with us because we do care. There's my friend Dina. How are you today? Yes, Jane, your water will get so murky. Hi, Shayna. How are you today? You guys tell me what the temperature is where you're at. We're kind of comparing temps today. I love seeing where everybody's watching from. Okay, so you're gonna get your shells. And I know, like I said, you can get these on Amazon. Oh, let me move this because look what I just did. I'm gonna have this aqua paint everywhere. You can find these shells at Amazon, Walmart, Dollar Tree, you know, all the places. Anywhere you go, just about, you'll find a bag of seashells. Even in the, if you're having trouble finding them, look in the vase filler, because a lot of places have a big bag in vase filler and it's a good price. So just do a little. Now, if you're wanting to make one of these, this is what we're making today. I have a cute little Christmas tree made out of seashells, and it's like a tracer / color sheet. So if you've got kids or grandkids, print it out, let them color it while you're making your tree, or let them do a little one while you're doing a big one, whatever. But you can get that on my website. It's free. And what else? Oh, on that sheet, which is like a tracer, when you download it, you can click on one of the little words there and it will take you to my Amazon list, and it has all of the supplies I'm using today. It's got the paint, the sealer, the wood base, the shells, everything. So trying to make it easy for you guys if that want to make one. So anyway, what I do is I lay out my shells, and then I kind of start with, like, yes, this one I want as the trunk. And then I just kind of lay them out. I'm just showing you guys my process. Just lay them out and kind of see. Can y'all see this? Can you see the whole? Let me look in my, yeah, okay, you can. I just kind of start laying them out to see how I might want this designed. This is really kind of cool, but I'm not going to use it for this. I would clip this off and then make an ornament or something out of it. Also, guys, if you have the little wood rounds, just do a plain background, and then you can paint something on it, or you can take your small shells and add them, you know, to your cute little design. I've got a really cute beach glass art class if you're interested, and it teaches you exactly how to paint a beach scene. So anyway, lots of things that you can learn. Very easy. If you've ever taken that beach class, let me know in the comments, because I know a lot of my friends have taken it. Ordered last night. Oh, good, Luanna. What did you get? What did you get on the website? So anyway, this is my process. I just kind of lay these things out, going all the way up, just however I think I want them. Like, look at this cool shell. Sometimes you only get one of a really cool shell in your kit, or, you know, in the box or whatever. So you might want to make that kind of the topper. But that's kind of a cool topper too. So anyway, that's my process. It's just laying them out, getting my design down based on what shells I got in my kit or my whatever bag. Because like I said, obviously they're all going to be different. I did a lot of mailing. I mailed a lot of the beach kits out back during the summer. And I was afraid people were going to get mad, because you never know, like, when I order the big bags of shells, I try to arrange them. And what I do for those is I'll set everything out in, like, you know, get all the little, this type shell together, all this type shell. And then I try to give everybody the same. But, you know, not everybody gets exactly the same, just because. But everybody was so kind and sweet. They loved it. And we got lots of great designs made. So, okay. So now that you see how I do it, I have already designed one, and I've got it all just kind of set to the side. Oh, almost forgot my magic sauce. Hold on. But anyway, I've got it all set out, so I'll show you what shells we're gonna put on here. This is the secret sauce. Wait till I put this on. I cannot believe I almost forgot. So there's 2 of these metallic paints that I love to use. So I use them year round. They are not like summer, spring. I mean, it's like you can use them on anything. They look great at Christmas. Let me just take a peek at the comments. 76 and sunny in Mississippi, Valerie. Awesome. That's so beautiful. Listen, I tried to dress summery today. If I'd had a way to mix it, like put on a Christmas necklace or something, I would have. Thank you for the stars. I just saw some stars pop up there. Hi, Mary Tao. I don't see you, but I saw somebody say hi to you. Oh, Mary, I love that. I love that. There she is. Hi, Mary. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. All of you guys, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for spending a little time with us on this Saturday. I'm super excited to see what Brian Lane has for us next. He's after me. So you guys are going to want to hang around and see as many of us as you can today. But remember, all of this is going to be streamed into the Crafter Creators Community group as well as Craft Round the Clock. And I always recommend, what I'll do is like take this video or any video that you want to see again and just share it over to your page. And that way it's there. So you don't have to worry about going and hunting, you know, when you're ready for it. It's right there. I'm taking some of this Deco Art Metallic White Pearl. Now, I have been a fan of Oyster Pearl and hooked on it, and I still am. They're both beautiful. But for this one, I'm going to use the White Pearl, and it's a little lighter, and it is so pretty. This one I got by accident. I meant to order the Oyster Pearl, and I ordered this one by accident. Or maybe they gave it to me by accident. Either way, I'm happy I got it because it's so pretty. So let me show you this color now, and you see it's just kind of, it's pretty, but it's nothing to write home about. Can y'all see this? I'm going to brush a little bit on and then hold it back up again. I don't know if you can see the shimmer yet. Can y'all see? It makes such a difference. So you still have that beautiful beach color, but now you've got this shimmer on top of it, and it's very subtle. It's not overpowering. It's great for all your Christmas designs too. So I use it year round, like I said, and I just get a soft brush like this. This is a Zen brush. You don't have to buy an expensive brush, just as long as it's a nice soft brush, and just brush it on. The things that I teach y'all are easy. You can do. So never ever look at anything and think, oh, well, that's good. She knows how to paint. No, this is easy. You can do it. You're seeing it in real time. If you can hold a paintbrush, you can do this. Okay? Now look. See, that is so pretty. This is the White Pearl. I used the Oyster Pearl on this one. They're both beautiful, not very much different. So either one works beautifully. But yeah, it just adds so much. When the lights hit it, it's just gorgeous. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. Yeah, it is so pretty, Cheryl. Okay. Now, I'm going to dry this so that we can start gluing our shells on. Thank you, Jerry. Becky, hello from Ohio. What's the temperature? I think y'all are in the 60s or so today. Oh, you like it, Linda Sue? I'm so glad. It's such a pretty color. So even if all you do is take a little round and paint that aqua and then paint that shimmer over it and then glue a few shells on here, that's pretty. So you don't have to take on a big project if you don't want to. Maybe just make everybody in your family or your neighbors a little ornament. So take these ideas you see and break them down into something that serves you and what you need. Okay. Now, I think you guys all know that Dina got us all hooked on quick stick fast. Where's my glue? I have everything. It should be right here, and I just don't see it. It's gotta be. What do they say? There's a phrase like, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. How come I don't see it? What did I do with it? Y'all, this happens every live where I have all my stuff set out and then mysteriously something goes missing. I'm so confused. It's like, where's Waldo? What's going on? For real, y'all. I don't know, because it must have fallen. That's all that could have happened to it, because it was right here earlier this morning. Okay, we're gonna have to improvise. Darn it. Anyway, we're gonna improvise. I have used this before. Hi, Justin. I've used this before on these kind of projects, and it works fine. The thing I love about Stick Fast is, you know, it's like super glue. It holds immediately. So I could have held this up and it wouldn't have gone anywhere. I held these, or I've glued these on with the Stick Fast, and they are on there. They're not coming off. So I'm gonna use this clear gel tacky glue from Aleene's, and it's also a great product. And what I'll do is I'll resin this one, so it will be even more pretty. Can y'all see? Yeah. Once I get the resin on there. So anyway, it's okay. Plan B. Listen, it happens. So that's another thing. When creative people show you something and they use a certain product, you know, if you don't have that product, you don't necessarily have to go buy it. You can always shoot one of us a message and say, hey, can I use this instead? Or is there an alternative? Or Google it, because 9 times out of 10, there's another way. Oh, Sarah, you're making biscuits and gravy. Sarah's our rock star today. Be sure you're giving her a follow if you haven't. And she was before me, so I was getting ready and didn't get to watch her whole segment, but everything she does is amazing. You guys, this is so frustrating to not have my glue, and now this one doesn't want to come out. I'm gonna need some prayers here. Come on, glue. We're gonna get this done. Here we go. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna do this one using this glue. And like I said, I've used it before with my resin projects. Once I have everything down and glued on with this glue, once this dries completely, then I can pour resin over it and it will be beautiful. The thing is, I don't know for positive that this glue will hold these on permanently without the resin. Does that make sense? This glue, the Stick Fast, will, but I am not sure, and maybe one of you know, if this will be a permanent hold as compared to something else. So that's why I'm saying, but we're going with it. We're going to keep on going. We're going to put down our next layer of shells. And like I said, I've got my little design over here all done. So all you do is just, if this was Stick Fast, which is what I meant to have, and I do have, I bet you anything it fell on the floor behind my desk. Just can't win, guys. We're just gonna get the glue down and press it down. And when I made this one, I just kind of pressed the shells against that wood for a second, and then that Stick Fast glue held it so well. It just takes a second of holding it there. This glue takes longer to set and dry, but it does dry perfectly clear, so you won't see it. And you could use hot glue, but hot glue you'll be able to see it. You know how it kind of spreads and it's thicker. So I don't prefer hot glue just because of that, because you can see it. And I don't want, you know, I don't want people to see the glue. Now, if I was just going to do resin, and honestly, we could do that really quick if we wanted to. Maybe we should just do resin. What do y'all think? Oh, definitely, Dina. I literally feel like it's on this desk somewhere looking at me, because it was here a couple of hours ago. So the fact that it's gone, I'm like, that's odd. So it's, I don't know. I did move my camera, so I probably might have even moved it. Hello, guys. I'm glad y'all are popping in here. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Rula. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back, Jerry. Tile for the canvas. This is a wood a wood panel. So just wood. I'm thinking, why don't we resin it? What do y'all think? We've got time. We've got 30 minutes. Let's do that. That way, this will take all day to use this glue. Okay. Plan B. Well, that's the life of a crafter. We have to be ready to kind of come up with a different solution. And, you know, you guys say all the time, y'all are so creative. But that's just it. You just have to think outside the box and think about what else could I do? What other process could I use? What other product could I use? You know, it's just always kind of thinking for alternative ways. And that's what I love to teach you guys is you don't have to have all the things we have. I'm only removing this glue because it would need to be dry for me to use the resin. And it's obviously not going to have time to dry. So I'm just going to use resin instead. You glue a glass stone inside the shells to give more surface to glue. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a great idea. And she would know because she lives in Florida and has lots of shells. Wait, that doesn't match. That's a no. Let's turn those this way. What do we think? Ooh, I like it like this. Okay, we're in business, guys. We're in business. So now let's just get these shells on. And like I said, I've got these over here already in a row. I just had them on tape ready for me to grab so that we have some shells already picked out that are gonna look good together. Part of the fun of doing this is the design, like taking these things and kind of figuring out, do you want your shells to turn out like this? Have them just kind of tilted out a little bit. Do you want, you know, you just, however you want to do it. So yours will look different than anyone else's. These will all be unique. Again, on my website, I have maybe a little larger one. I have a little tracer / color sheet if you have kids or grandkids that you can print out, and it's a tree made with little seashell shapes. So use it as a template or use it with your kids or grandkids to let them have fun with. Maybe a Thanksgiving meal, they're bored, you can say, here, color this for me. I want to use this, you know, or I want to hang this up or whatever. I love helping you guys involve your kids and grandkids. They need creative time. Anything away from the screens that they're so used to, you know, is so helpful for their brains. Plus, art and crafting is so relaxing. We need to be teaching that to kids, even to teenagers, you know. So start while they're young and give them some tools to deal with the stress of life. You know, a lot of you guys found art and crafting later in life or finally took the time for it later in life. We don't want our kids and grandkids to wait. We want them to know, you know, how relaxing this stuff is. And it's kind of a nice escape from the world and all of the issues. So help them, make it easy for them. And somebody, I think it was my friend Barbara, was on here and said her granddaughter doesn't really care for crafting and everything. And she's, I think, around 7 or so. And I said, well, whatever she's into. So whatever kids are into today. So I don't know. Somebody told me, I still don't remember the names, but Paw Patrol, Batman, whatever it is. I don't know what's popular. But, you know, find a craft that revolves around that. So maybe take, let's just say, for example, it's Batman. Take the little Batman symbol and have them glue on shells in that Batman symbol. But if you involve something that they're interested in, they'll likely do the craft, you know. Okay, guys. This was my plan, just like that. Hope y'all can see okay, because I can't turn it up, obviously, yet. And I kind of scooch everything down just a bit. So when you're using resin, you do not have to, and this is kind of, you see the one we're kind of making it after. You do not have to glue anything down before you use your resin. I am sure that I've got one of my friends on here. Christy is always my timekeeper if she's on. So Christy, I will look for, there's, oh, thank you, Christy, for the stars. Thank you, Linda Sue. 68 away. Oh my goodness, guys. If you popped on here and you have not followed my friend, Mama Jerry, Jerry Sanders, we all just call her Mama G or Mama Jerry. She is so sweet. Please give her a follow. I love helping you guys reach your goals. You guys all help me reach my goals, and I appreciate it. So if you haven't followed her, you'll love it. She's got the best group where she shares lots of our projects into her group. I am so glad that I have all my glass art. Y'all, unbelievable. But I think glass art was meant to be because I didn't find it till right this second. Anyway, y'all remind me, we're going to put our sand on. I'll just put that out here. So, as an alternative, if you don't want to use resin, of course, no problem. You can brush this on at the very end. It's triple thick, beautiful glass-like sealer. You can just brush that on. You can put it over the shells if you want to. It'll make them shiny. Or just brush it around the blue part, whatever you want to do. I cannot believe I found that glue. That is hilarious. It was really, I should have seen it, but it had kind of fallen behind something. So anyway, we're doing resin, guys. We're doing resin. Let's see if I've got a timekeeper. Yes, Jerry, put that name again. Justin, how are you today? You are so busy. I don't know, man. I miss seeing you. I miss getting to watch you. We're all busy creators, but I'm so happy when you guys have time to pop in and say hi to us. It makes my day. I am going to mix up just a little more than I need because I always have things that I need to resin. I try to keep little projects available, so when I do resin, I can just throw those in there and get those done too. So I'm mixing 1-to-1 ratio. This is Art Resin brand. I have done my research, and so I really trust this brand. If anything ever changes, you will know about it. I will tell you first. But I definitely recommend, before using resin, I really beg of you to do a little research. Please, please, y'all, this is important. Not to just because they sell it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's doesn't make it okay. So be sure you've done the research and know what you're using and what you're putting in your environment, in your home, around your pets and your family before you use it. Okay, there's that. Now, I need something to mix it in. Let's use this. Ooh, Dixie cups are good. I'm going to use these. Dixie cups are not great for resin. They will, you know, if they're flimsy and everything, but for this, I'm going to use it right away. It's fine. So let's get started. I know I'm going to have a timekeeper. I'm looking to see if I had somebody say they got, there we go, Christy. Thank you. You're amazing. So I'm just going to mix the two parts so it's equal 50-50. You know, if I use half an ounce of one, I'm going to use half an ounce of the other. And you saw me put it up on something and measure exact. If you don't have your ratio exact, it will not cure the way it's supposed to. You don't want to waste your project. So I definitely recommend measuring. And it may cure eventually, but it will not be the way it's supposed to. And you want this to last for years, if not forever. You always wear gloves. Never deal with resin without gloves on. And we're just mixing for 3 minutes. 3 minutes with a slow mix. Now, don't be like Justin. No, I'm teasing. I don't even know if, I think I've seen Justin use resin once. I don't know how he does it, but don't whip it. So don't go in there like cake batter. You're going to go real slow and just slowly do your mixing. If you go too fast and, you know, you're whipping it, you're going to have millions of air bubbles. So you don't want that. We'll get out our air bubbles, but oh, good. Kathy's watching from Alaska. My son and his sweet girlfriend went with her family and brought us all kind of souvenirs, and I love my hat. And it's probably the closest I'll ever get to Alaska. I would just love to see all the things they saw. And he brought over a book the other day that they got from the trip. One of them made, you know, the book with all the pictures. And man, y'all have a beautiful place. I just cannot believe all the beautiful sights. If you've been to Alaska, I'm so jealous. It's just gorgeous. Justin's awesome. What she said, don't do what I do. Justin, oh my goodness, so entertaining and such a dear friend, sweetheart. And I mean, sweetheart, yes, but sweet heart. The best heart, you know. So yeah, if you're not, I know everybody's following Justin. Why even say if you're not following Justin? But if by chance you are not following Justin, you are missing out. He is a fantastic creator, so talented, and so sweet. Oh, hi, Mary Beth. I'm glad you're here. I love that Mary Beth is sister to another friend, Patty, who watches me. So I'm glad that we met through Miss Patty. How did I meet you guys? Let me know. He's my bromie. Yes. I said the other day something about him being my favorite brother, and I said in parentheses, now don't tell my real brother I said that. Oh, Dina. Oh, the closer it gets, the more brokenhearted I am that I can't be there with you guys. I want to see everybody. And that's the thing, is we see you online, we talk to you, you know, and we talk on Messenger or phone, but it is not the same as giving a big old hug and looking somebody in their eyes and just, you know, I'm so happy for all of you guys that get to go. He is the biggest supporter. He'd do anything for anybody. And that's how it should be. You know, want everybody to do well. I want to see everybody's page grow. So I always say, if you're in here on my page watching me live, please take a minute. Okay, Christy, thank you. I see your stop. Take a minute and click on these other creatives, and, you know, it doesn't hurt to follow them. You can always unfollow, but at least that way you know there's somebody you need to check out. Okay, so we stirred for 3 minutes. I'm ready to pour my resin. I'm just taking a quick glance to be sure no little, you know, all the time you'll see a little eyelash or, you know, speck of something. The shells have little bits of dust or dirt or whatever in them. So I'm going to just start drizzling my resin over each row. That's all you do, is drizzle over the item you've got down. And you can, some people cover everything completely. It will make it shiny, so I, you know, kind of do cover for the most part on seashells. But as long as just a dot of resin is touching the seashell to the wood, then you're good. It will not budge once it's dry. In fact, it won't budge in about 4 hours. You won't be able to budge it. And it does, I will leave this, you need to have a level or get a level app on your phone, but you need to make sure what you set this on is level. It needs to be a level surface, and you're going to set it there overnight. It will be not cured, but it will be hard to the touch in about 12 hours. And then it will be cured totally in 24 to, not totally, but it'll be, you can touch it after 24 hours pretty much. after 72 hours, it will be, I could ship it to you at that point. I tend to wait, a good amount of time because I don't want my piece to stick to whatever I wrap it with, so I wait. But we've got each little piece of shell covered. So now when I move it, see, they don't really move because it's already started the process. It's thick and it's a sealer substance. And I'm just going to kind of go back over some shells that I want covered because it does make them super shiny. And just get these covered. Now, what I'm going to do is take my stick and kind of start spreading out this resin. I'm going to bring it. Here's the thing. I could have taped my edge and my bottom down, but what I typically do is bring it to the edge and then stop. I just stop right at that edge. If I stop before going over the edge, it shouldn't run over. Now, it still can, but it shouldn't. It is self-leveling, and it will continue to kind of spread out and level. That's why it's important to be on a level surface. If your surface that you set this on to cure isn't level, then you're going to have more resin over here than over here, and it will not look right. You wouldn't be able to sell it that way if you do crafts and sell. And you wouldn't probably want to give it as a gift that way. So make sure it's on a level surface. That's important. And I'm sorry, I know I'm missing all your sweet comments and questions. I'll go back and look at them. Justin's asbestos, it's settled, guys. No, I don't think there's, we may have close seconds, but Justin's the best. So just using that stick to get it to the side without going over. And you can use your finger. Sometimes I use my finger. And we're going to put the sand on, but I put the sand on after I get my resin down good. It's going to give it time to get really tacky. Okay, can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see, but it's to the edge, but not going over the edge. Yes, definitely wear gloves. Oh, Tony, thank you. Mary knows me. I'm friends with Mary. I love her, and I love her page, and I try to sprinkle her out when I'm live, or I mean when she's live. I've got a group, the Art and Craft Showcase, where if there's somebody I'm wanting you guys to follow, I always sprinkle them in there. And you guys are welcome to post your pictures of things you make. I don't want it to be a place that you sell or anything like that, but if you want to show off something you made, and lots of times people will message me pictures of things they made that I have taught, and I'm always like, oh, put it in the group. You know, people are very shy. They don't have the confidence yet to show off. But even if your item is not perfect, man, show it anyway, because none of us are perfect. None of our designs are perfect. None of our projects are perfect. Art is beautiful regardless. I mean, don't you guys love seeing kids' art? And it's technically terrible, but art makes people happy. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're getting close. 10 minutes, right? I'm excited to see what everybody else is doing today. I've just blocked off my whole day for this event, so I hope that you'll join me in the comments, other places. If you're not already following me, I would love to have you on our page. We all have sweet communities that we're building, and lots of us travel around to the different pages, so we see each other different pages. But I'd love to have you here with me. And I do have a Telegram. You can get to my Telegram by going to my website, I try not to put links in my video description anymore because we have been told that Facebook, it's a big no-no and that they will keep our videos from getting shown more. So I try not to do that much, but my website is artgracepaint.com, which I think it is linked below, and you can always go there. I've got the free tracer / color sheet for this project, and it's got all the supplies that I've used other than the resin. I didn't know I was going to use resin today. I was supposed to use Stick Fast, but I do have on my Amazon store, I've got all the resin supplies I use. So if you're wondering, oh, well, what is this? What is that? Or what else do I need to buy in order to try resin? You know, you can look there. I do sell resin art kits and regular just painting art kits on my website. And some of you have tried those, and I'm so happy. That's a nice way to get your feet wet and see if you like it. Because resin is an investment. You really need to buy a few things. So you can get by on your first project without buying all the things because I include them in your kit. But if you love it, then you're gonna, you're gonna have to do that little investment there. Okay, so let's kind of move that shell over. You've got about 30 minutes, I say, 30 to 40 minutes to kind of mess with your item and kind of get things back where they were. If you bumped it, kind of be sure you like the spacing. I could switch something out if I wanted to or add something. So I've got about 30 minutes to kind of get it how I want it. And then at that point, you need to leave it alone and let it finish curing. Just be sure it's on something level. Okay, so let's add, I've got just a little bit left. Let's add our sand. I'm gonna pour the sand right on top, down here at the bottom. And anything touching that resin will stick. So I will turn it a little bit to kind of let the rest fall off. But this kind of a nice little base for our tree and kind of looks like sand. Okay, kind of press it down in there. And I can pour resin over the sand if I want to. I don't love the look as much. I kind of rather have a more thin coating, but it's, it's not covered with the resin. That's just, it's personal. A lot of this is personal preference. So you just kind of have to try, see what you like. Now that's about all I'm gonna do. And then when it's totally done, I can tump it over and any loose will fall off. But I kind of just give it a little, a little shake. I don't want to keep messing up my shells. We got 8 minutes. I'm so glad we had an hour and I was able to actually even do the resin. I love teaching it. I love, seeing you guys try it. But, even if you never try it, it's fun to watch, isn't it? I mean, it's just kind of fun to see the process, and then you guys get to see the finished result. And you can see the trees behind me, all those Christmas trees. That's how we did it. So it's the same process. That's how you would do the trees. And in my membership group, I've done those step by step so that everybody can make those and sell them. They're a great thing to sell because they make such a great gift. You don't find them everywhere, and they're unique. So people that don't have a lot of room for, like who needs another set of pajamas or another blanket, it's really a unique gift. So you might consider, if you're a creator and want to learn how to do this, it's a neat thing to make. Okay, guys, I think I've got everything placed okay. Do y'all see anything? Oh, I'm so glad, Deb. Oh, Roxanne. Good. I'm glad. I love giving you guys ideas. Remember, you can do as simple as this. So take a little wood round. It's the same. You obviously would not have this string in it, but you'd have your wood round. You've got it sealed with your sealer that I told you about. And then you paint it. And then you add a few shells, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to design something. Guys, you know that you can make a design with your shells. So let's just quickly, let's see here. I don't know if we can, because I'm, under pressure here, but you get the idea anyway. I'm trying to kind of make a little angel, but do you see that? I mean, it kind of looks more like a, what do you call those, dragonfly? But, but you could make a little design and then pour your resin. So think outside the box, guys. Think outside the box. It's the name of the game today. Now, I'm going to take my little butane torch. It's a kitchen torch. So if you make creme brulee, you would have one of these. You can use a heat gun on low pressure. So like you don't want it blowing. I don't recommend a hairdryer unless you have a really high setting, but low, what's the word, speed. You don't want to blow it all over the place. But this is perfect. My sweet friend Christy Reynolds got it for me. And I know it's kind of intimidating to use one, but it's not hard and it's not scary. You just have to get used to using it. Oh, you're going to want to have a toothpick or something you can, because I can see that I've dropped a couple of pieces of the sand in here. So I'm going to just move those out of the way. And then I'm going to take this torch and just kind of go over quickly, and that pops my bubbles. And then I'll check it again in a few minutes, like after the live. I'll kind of watch it for a minute because other bubbles may come to the surface. And then I'll pop those, and then I will set it over here on my shelf and let it continue to cure until tomorrow at this time. And then, after about 24 hours, so see here, I can kind of scrape them off. I just didn't really want to move it too much. So tomorrow when I come in here to peek at it, maybe even in the morning, I'll come peek at it. I can pick it up by the sides and take it outside and take a picture, and sometimes I do that. But I don't want to touch the top because it's still not done curing for 3 days. So if I touch the top, I'm likely to get a fingerprint on it, and it's happened. If you don't cover this while it's curing, you can get little particles of dust that's in the air, a dog hair, a cat hair, or even a fly. And ask me, because I know it ruined one of my pieces. Was so mad at that fly. Anyway, it will continue to level out and do its thing. But that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I cannot believe we had time to do a resin project from start to finish. That was very unexpected, but I'm glad. I love showing it. Now, disposal, I can go ahead and tell you about that. You want to clean off, well, before you do this project, you want to have something down on your desk. And honestly, paper isn't the best. You want to have plastic. So like a trash bag, one of the Dollar Tree plastic tablecloths, all those kind of things are great for putting under your surface, because you'll have drips. You'll have occasional your cup will tump over or whatever. You need to protect your surface that you're working on. And so that is that. And then you can just kind of scoop everything up in that tablecloth or plastic trash bag or whatever and chunk it in your trash and then take it out. I don't, we have several trashes. I don't leave them in the house. I go ahead and take it out to the big trash can we have outside and get it out of the house. This is VOP, no VOCs, COVs, and no BPAs. And that's just abbreviations for all the harmful chemicals that that are in resin, most resins. So be sure that you've done your research. Art Resin is the one that I trust, but I want you to do your own research and be sure you're comfortable with what you're using, okay? I know Brian is on now. I saw him pop on. You guys go follow him. His link is in the description of this video, so you can just click on that, pop over to him, but let him know that Deb sent you. I want him to know that we support him, and I'm heading that way. Let me get this set up and I'll be there. You guys have a great day. Tammy, thank you for asking me to be a part of this event. I loved it, and I hope you guys will all give Tammy a follow and all the other creatives. So you guys have a great Saturday. Bye.